WE, great amount of burst, good laning phase potential. Make his first big play of the game.
Done a decent amount. A little bit of rubber banding come to assist him there. The swell seed lands into that lilting lullaby, flash away. But it might be the dark and dreamless sleep of death coming towards Monkey, now around. Yet to pull a season desist, but there's a flash, there's a heal. People just about stay alive.
That was actually very nice from Wink. Cancels out the Vi Q because he gets hit by... That's really bad now. His Q's down.
Boy. Solar Flare comes on down. More CC. Blooming Blows down, looking for a Q out. Flash for the Shield of Daybreak, not quite in range. Solar Flare comes on through. Not Solar Flare, Swell Seed number 2 comes on through. Mega Inferno Bombs there. They've got 2 already, but now Karis is in, looking to at least claim 1 back. Flash out from the second activation of the Chain Lash means that ZDZ stays alive. Just about. Swell Seed nearly catches the lead.
I mean, he has Flash. He can maybe go for a Flash. He should be able to get one. He should be able to get Shao. He should be able to get one. Are they going to teleport in with Angel? No. I thought Karis could absolutely get one there. Chooses to call off the chase, maybe wondering if there'd be a teleport coming in from either Ziggs or Angel. Chooses not to after that point. Of course, Arn got himself a bomb onto that top side. Dented up XP somehow, someway. Slowed down his farming somehow against Monkey. Karis goes towards the Protobelt first item. Angel going straight onto Cube. Ow, that's a lot of damage. He doesn't have Flash, remember?
Ooh, hang on. Angel doing his best to Thundering Blow people away. Cube looking for an angle. Remember, doesn't have the Flash, though. There is the Zenith Blade. Frost Bomb, not quite enough. Wink might now be asked to take the kill because Angel can't step forward to secure it.
Still, another... so Cube ends up teleporting in, not getting that much on that bot side.
Now being contested. Dragon still spawned. Down at half HP, sorry, not spawned, leashed, that's the correct term.
I don't know whether EDG want this on this timing. They don't have the Nara in the best teleport position. He's in base, but no Mega.
Chains of Corruption land. Mega Inferno Bomb does come on through as well. Not to the greatest Vel. Now the teleport comes on through. It looks like Dragon will be secured.
Okay, so now what do EDG do now? ZDZ teleports in unseen. Someone needs to teleport topside now to catch that wave. Monkey, you do not want to be there. That's a problem, man.
He's going to cease and desist to his own deceased moment. He is dead and not having a great time of it here.
What is Monkey doing? This is such a poor game from the jungler of Team WE. I get that he feels pressure on an individual level, but it leaves the map so disjointed now. Cube potentially even going to get dove under this turret. The satchel comes through. There's nothing to protect him now.
Cube is looking pretty square this game. Did not want to be there.
Oh, man.
Like they'd rather play for shove else. Of course, Herald with things like a Ziggs often feels pretty good. ZDC actually looking to come down here with the Mega and just be as obnoxious as possible. Solar Flare catches out Monkey, who Vault Break it towards it. Wink just about falls down, though, so wait, the turnaround looks pretty good. Herald was secured. Angel dies, though, and what looked like a great pick onto Monkey is swiftly turned around by WE.
Yeah, ZDZ didn't really have the ability to clean up plays, and Angel gets caught out, flashes and dies anyway. WE pick up their combo, so a bit of an awkward moment. WE, a bit more golden pocket now.
Varus and Corky got a lot of their skill shots off there. Youch. A little bit problematic, and again, a lot of your damage realistically was in things like that Lilia, who weren't there. Wasn't, that's the one. Don't know why I'm suddenly going all northern with my plurals. Weren't there. No one says wasn't. In the north of England, it's always weren't.
How wrote that? Yeah. Sam, not gonna lie, Sam, don't really know how to follow that one up, so I'm not going to attempt to.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
I gave you a great opportunity to start it. Great tracts of land. Like this turret would be a great opportunity to pick it up.
Problem is, there is a Herald
again. We had a lot of that. It just kept invading us.
Yeah, it happened quite a lot for a while, yeah. Not our best track record. No, really got to protect your jungle camps a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
I would have thought as soon as they crossed the river, you know,
the nexus of London kept getting destroyed, man.
Yeah, it wasn't great. The great infernal soul of London, as they say. Dragon stuff. Look, it's Ocean Soul. Not even relevant there. Vampire's on
ZDZ.
flank.
Hang on, this could be.
Well, no.
Okay.
No. So the thing is, Vampire's not looking for ZDZ. He's looking for an angle into the backline with ultimate flag. So ZDZ is not the target here. Now, he will be spotted if he goes over the control ward, of course. But
they know it's there.
Yeah, Vampire is a big fan of these longer flanks. Vampire does need to be careful about where he's going into. All ultimates available for both teams.
Is he going to show? Is he going to show? Still hasn't. Here we go. Mega Inferno Bomb comes on through. Now looking for the angle. Dragon secured by WE, but now Vampire just hops over the wall with a battle dance. Still caught in the pit, though. They hop right back over there. In they go. Out they go. Turning around now with the Chains of Corruption. Mega Nola's going to come on through. And ZDZ dies. Vampire just about alive. They pull a ring out of a Rosie, I guess.
What is EDG doing around these fights, though? ZDZ misjudges himself, and we said, hey, look, he's got the gold lead. Look to see if he makes a big impact. And the sad fact is, no, he hasn't. One fight, he ults a solo Rakan, doesn't get any value, and this time just gets blown up. Neither does the hammer blow or anything like that. And ZDZ just, I don't know, a moment of madness, tries to combo up onto the Lily roll and just gets completely blown up. That really doesn't feel great.
Will likely die here, so at least they do get something back at the end of this after the slightly awkward play there. Good stuff for WE. Karis, though, will claim this turret topside. And that will be first turret of the game going towards Karis and WE. That's the minions do the work in it. Actually, I take that back.
And play themselves, but you do need to be careful at this point. If you get a big Leona into the Ziggs and the Lilia, that is a nasty amount of damage.
Karis going to start stealing some ults here, though. Goes on forward with the abscond, the abduct, the Mega Inferno Bomb comes on through. Wait! The lilting Lullaby begins to turn it around. Karis and Vampire burning out Blackfire and Leandries on multiple members. Burning out so many people. Wink will likely get run down by Q, but the damage in many ways is just done.
WE, what did we say? You have to be careful engaging into all of these EDG wombo combos. The TP is used by Cube. Engaged into enemy territory like that when they didn't have the longer wraparound from Vampire. For as much as we have praised bits of the creative play from WE's Engage, we also have to criticize them for boneheaded decision-making like that too. That is really not what you want out of that play. They go straight down the gullet. They don't finish off the kill. And as we said,
kind of fallen away a little bit, but it's still an option. You still see Jaces tend to take the grasp and give themselves the option of going it depending on how things go. Been a very flexible builder this season as Jace.
Now WE, they have to just kind of hang back, ride out the storm as best they can. They want to buy time for the GA to run. Oh, that's a good ult coming through. Buys out the Mikhails coming through from Vampire. It's a lower cooldown though for the ultimates of EDG than the Mikhails. Karis will be able to teleport back. I wonder whether EDG have maybe flubbed this a little bit, though, by not going for an objective during the duration of their GA. They have 20 seconds left on that, but I guess they push back WE so far, they're trying to prevent them from having any setup, and to get those longer flank angles they've been harassing them with around the objectives.
Dragon goes on down. That will be second. I feel like Dragons haven't really been there. The name of the game here, 3 Dragons in only 25 minutes, feels relatively slow, considering we were at sole point 17 in the previous game. And now, Varus 2-1-1, still fairly damaging here.
It's not going down as fast as I thought it would do, actually. This should be a contest now. EDG do need to be careful.
CDZ coming along, trying to stay alive. Cube's TP'd in, they're trying to turn off the Baron. EDG get a decent chunk there onto Vampire. Those bouncing bombs are a lot at this point.
The Swirl Seal, oh my god!
Swirl Seal burn, does a lot of work. Vampire stays alive and everyone backs away. Can't quite follow up.
I think they were afraid to fall up too deep into the Silas with the stolen Gnar ultimate. That could have been disaster, but you can see how much burn damage is coming across from Xiaohao and Arm has been what has marred WE. They don't have those cooler heads to prevail in some of these more crucial moments.
No, they don't. Go the wave shoves Dragons up. EDG, though, saying, look, it'll only be second Dragon for you. We would rather take Baron over that. Vampire goes flashing on in. Arn in danger. A full send from WE. Arn, though, just about alive. Bombs himself and takes out 2. It's too far. It's too deep. And they meet the Balrog of Edward Gaming.
Seriously good peel play from EDG. What are Monkey and Vampire doing? They go way too deep onto the Flash Ziggs, and while that is happening, Wink goes forward and gets a Q stun onto the Silas so he can't follow up. WE, as we said, the cooler head do not prevail in the important moment, and EDG will finally break this game's spine, get themselves a Baron, go towards the Dragon afterwards, presumably, and end this game.
They think they have a moment onto Arm, but he has Flash, he has Satchel, he has a team, and even without Zhonya's, stays alive.
If we get we will get a replay of that, but once we get through to that replay, I really want you to pay attention to what Wink does as well, because for me, a lot of what happens here is a difference in that, again, the veteran support
being a bit of a blank shot. ZDZ takes out that bot tier 2, and the siege can commence now with double poke with a Ziggs. This is going to be rough, I think, for WE.
Yeah, I think at this point, game is pretty much over. You have lost your chance to really have a clean comeback and clean comeback fight. ZDZ, very hard to take out. See, the Vampire's trying to, you know, take some damage off of him, but you can't survive the siege now. Arn's going to walk up, do a million damage towards structures. That's going to be one inhibitor down very, very easily. They can take a second one as EDZ starts to shove in that wave again too. Very high bound power play coming through yet again. They didn't even choose to go toward the dragon. I think they said, look, let's just explode the base. Why not? We've got 2 inhibitors to take. Then after that point, when the super minions are running down the nexus, we can find some Karis. Maybe looking for an extended flank with the Gnar ult, but he's been spotted on minions, so that's going to make it a little hard to do so. EDG, how much they really want to stay towards it? They could wait for Xiaohao to get himself a better angle, but they are kind of at the whims of Karis doing something big here now. And it's not a great ult.
Oh, it's not. Doesn't really get a decent follow-up. Karis will be lilting Lullaby. Just decent cleanse, though, but he still just dies. Monkey flashed out the center of the Mega Inferno bomb, but will still be sent straight to the Inferno regardless. Nexus turret under siege and WE. There is nothing more to be said, nothing more to be done. Edward Gaming will pick up their first win in placements of Split 2. They go to 1-1.
WE left at 0-2, blown out.